Hi everybody, this is Brian back again, and I'm going to do a review based on a request that What Can He Do? I believe his name is What Can He Do? Requested that I take a look at this Mario Mania strategy guide, and I will take a look at it. And basically, in the 90s, Nintendo Power published a lot of their own strategy guides. They were really good, lots of good artwork. The first four were Super Mario Bros. 3, Ninja Gaiden 2, Final Fantasy, and the 4-player extra guide, which covered all the 4-player games for the NES. These were actually counted as issues of the Nintendo Power, and if you subscribed to Nintendo Power, you got them as an issue. After that, in a monthly format, Nintendo Power before that was bi-monthly, I believe. When they converted to a monthly format, the more well-known players' guides appeared. And these guides were the NES Game Atlas, which covered a variety of Nintendo games, like Castlevania, Mega Man 2, Super Mario Bros. 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they had a Game Boy one too, which covered a lot of Game Boy games, Super Mario Land, Sword of Hope, Super RC Pro-Am, Gargoyle's Quest. And then after the Game Boy one came this one. This was basically, right here, it was a Super Mario World strategy guide. It was a very good strategy guide. In fact, my one that I have, I use so much on Mario World that it fell out of the strategy guide. So it's good that I got this back because I lost all the other parts to it, and I had to actually tape it together. But the Mario World strategy guide is very good. This also talks about the history of Mario up until the point, and I think this was released in 1991, so all the games up until that point. So let's take a look. Okay, so here we go. We have this great artwork of here, Mario, raccoon suit, of course. Mario Mania, table of contents. We got World of Wonders, Residence, Yoshi's Island, Donut Plains, Vanilla Dome, Twin Bridges, Forest of Illusions, Chocolate Island, Valley of Bowser, Star World, and Special World. These were all the worlds on Super Mario World. My favorite was Forest of Illusion and Chocolate Island. I really love those. And the Special Worlds were awesome, because once you beat all those, the seasons changed, and it was really neat. So you can see that this guide retailed for $15 in the USA, $21 in Canada. You might not see from the glare there, but that's what it says. And it was released in 1991. Here's a little thing that talks about the Mario strategy guide. Welcome to the many worlds of Mario. In this book, you will have a chance to learn all about Nintendo's world-famous video game hero, how he got his start. He wasn't always the hero. So this explains all about Mario, and what's in the guide, basically. You have this great artwork here of all the different Marios. You got Mario and Donkey Kong, Dr. Mario, Super Mario World, Mario 3 Frog Suit, Mario 3 Raccoon Suit. And here we go. It explains a little bit about Mario. You have custom-made fallout shelter, ever-peeled Bowser indicators for his eyes, trouble sniffer, direct line for Princess in Peril, his ears, snazzy shirt, mushroom muncher, weight limit warning buttons, so that's pretty funny, block bopper for his gloves and his hand, steel-toed turtle tromper, so that's kind of funny. Meet Mario. How does an original plumber from Brooklyn reach international superstar status? First, he takes on a barrel-throwing, chest-pounding ape named Donkey Kong. So this explains all of every game here. You got Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Super Mario World. Starring roles: he was in Donkey Kong, Super Mario Bros., Donkey Kong Jr., Super Mario Bros. 2, Mario Bros. In the arcade and on the NES, and the one that everybody loves, Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Land, which was a really weird, let's see if I can zoom out, really weird game in the fact that there was like a shoot 'em up stage where you rode in like a sub, and it was just a very different Mario game. And when you got to Star, it did the Can theme, I think. That da 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 da. So it was very weird but very fun game. Dr. Mario, which I love this game. My mom actually loves this game, and she's not into games a lot, but she loves puzzle games, and this is one of her favorite. She's quite good at it, actually. And my favorite Mario game of all time, Super Mario World. And I like this better than Mario 3. I really like Super Mario World. Cameos. You see, he was in Pinball, 1985, Tennis, Golf, Punch-Out, he was the ref, Wrecking Crew, Alleyway, Tennis, Tetris, which I did not know he was in Tetris, but I don't have Tetris for the Game Boy. Never actually played it for the Game Boy. Golf, F1 Race, Quicks, Kicks, and Nest Open Tournament Golf. And here's his brother Luigi, the much maligned, also always forgotten Luigi. Luigi Lid, Turtle Trouble Detectors, Surprise Indicators, Mario SOS Sensor for his ears, Fireproof Gloves, Lean Green and Seldom Seen, Extra Lift Jumping Shoes, so they do kind of jokes like the Mario one. And they say meet Luigi, player number 2. His lesser known half of the Super Mario Brothers dynamic duo may be skinny, but he's every bit as tough as his big brother. And explains all about, Luigi up into all of the games. Or at least it looks like until Super Mario Brothers 2, anyway. Which he was a cool character in Super Mario Brothers 2. He had the floaty feet, which he just float really long in the air. Best friends, Pauline. She was the Princess in Peril in Donkey Kong. King of the Mushroom Worlds, Fireflower, Super Mushrooms, Starman, Toad, Princess Toadstool, Yoshi. We gotta love Yoshi. Piranha Flower, Lakitu, Koopa Troopa, Bullet Bill, Bonsai Bill, Hammer Brothers, Pokey, Spiny, and Donkey Kong. These are his worst enemies. More worst enemies. Boy, Mario had a lot of worst enemies. Goomba, Shy Guy, Wart, which Wart was really cool. Bring back Wart, that'd be awesome. I really love Super Mario Brothers 2. That's actually my second favorite Super Mario Brothers game. I like it better than 3, too. I like Super Mario. I think if I had to rank them in order, it would be Super Mario World, Super Mario Brothers 2, and Super Mario Brothers 3 in that order. But they're all good. Bob-omb, Birdo. Look at Birdo. Rip Van Fish. Oh, I remember him. Sledge Brother, Mauser, Koopalings. Donkey Kong Jr. And these are all his arcade games, I take it. Donkey Kong Jr., Mario Brothers arcade games. And which leads into the classic of video games, Super Mario Brothers. If you grew up in the 80s and you played this game, it was like nothing you've ever played before. Really introduced a side-scrolling platformer on consoles. Well, I'm not going to say introduced, but really perfected it, maybe I should say. Because before that, I played Atari, and they were mostly single-screen games with high scores, but this was an amazing game. And just not much like it at the time, if at all. Super Mario Brothers 2. I played this and I was blown away by this game. I think I was blown more away by this game than I was Super Mario Brothers. This game was, I loved this game so much. I remember a friend brought it over once, and he was staying for sleepover, and what's a Nintendo? And we plugged this in. This might have been one of the first games I saw on the Nintendo. That and Super Mario Brothers. But this game really stuck with me, and it's one of the reasons I got a Nintendo is because of this game. And of course, Super Mario Brothers 3, I remember saving and saving and saving. Got a chance to pick it up and was so happy. My cousin lived down the road from me, and I saw him out mowing the grass, and I got home and I was like, look, I got it. And I was holding it up, running towards him, and he got all excited. It was a great time. I'll always remember that day. That was an awesome day. Love this game, Super Mario 3. I didn't have a Game Boy, so I didn't get a chance to play this until actually recently, last year sometime. I have yet to beat it, but it's a fun game. Super Mario Land, just a little quirky. It's like the Zelda 2 of the Mario Brothers. And Dr. Mario, which I love this game. And like I said, my mom and I play this every time we go home. Every time I come home. It's a great game. Just don't play the one on Wii online. You'll get destroyed by these people in Japan. And all his food and items. I remember the Super Mario Brothers 3 trash can. Wish I would have picked it up. The hats. All merchandise of Mario. And the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I love this show. I have all the episodes. And the very first episode, Luigi says the F-bomb to Mario. There's something like, hey, he goes like, hey, you got a little pasta on your overalls. And Mario says, F you, Luigi. And it does. I swear to God, he says that. If you listen to the first episode of the first season, he says that. It's right at the beginning. Captain Lou Albano tells Luigi to F. He says, F you, Luigi. Very funny. And the Super Mario Brothers 3 cartoon. Very good show, too. I have all the episodes for this. Awesome show. You can watch them on YouTube, too. They have some of them. And the Super Mario Brothers movie. I actually never saw this yet because I wanted to see it, but then I heard it was such a disappointment that I just never saw it. So someday maybe I'll see it. And there's a very young Shigeru Miyamoto. Of course, everyone knows he created Mario. Talks all about how he created him. And then we get into the meat of the guide. This is the Super Mario World Strategy Guide. It opens with the story. And a nice fold-out map, which this was like awesome as a kid. Dinosaur Land. You got the Star Worlds over here. Slide this over. Let's slide this so you can see the map. Got a key with all the route guides. Very detailed map. Very nice map too. And of course it explains the items first. You have the cape, how to fly, dive bomb attack. And once you got a handle of the cape, you could do some awesome things. You could skip whole levels with the cape. Yoshi, awesome addition to it. Pick up different eggs, do different attacks. Almost Kirby-like, you know. Now that I think about it, because he could like swallow enemies and get their attacks, as long as he kept them in his mouth. Using items in reserve. Another good thing about this game was you could keep a reserve item up at the top and hit select at any time and it would come down. It's awesome. More tips they talk about. And all the enemies, which was awesome. It was all good to see them all laid out here. Got a little. Let's see if I can get the light. It's gonna glare. That's better. More enemies. Nice picture of Mario and Luigi finding the Yoshi egg. They're like, wait, what's that? I don't know, Luigi. Sorry, that was bad. And here we start with the meat of the guide. Down here you see it has all the levels of Yoshi's Island. Goes through, it has a nice scrolling map of each area. Little blowouts of what you need to do for the tricky parts. little tips what you can do. All the secrets are laid out very nice. And this was a nice guide. It told you everything. Here's a neat little thing. They talk about how much time it takes on each Mario Brothers to do 50 blocks of distance, like a 40-yard dash. In Super Mario Brothers, it took him 5.60 seconds. In Super Mario Bros. 2, 6.05. In 3, 4.60. In World, 4.95. And with the frog suit in 3, it took him 8.25 seconds. So as you can see, the one Super Mario Bros. 3, he's the fastest. And then we got on to Donut Plains here. This is when the game really started. When you first got into Donut Plains, you were like, wow, this game is huge. It also lists the difficulty by star. How many 1-ups are in the level. Items. Very useful. More Donut Plains. And as a kid, to see all this in black and color laid out for you was a godsend. It was awesome. I used to read this all the time. And here's the boss here, Morton Koopa. Here's another little thing, Super Mario World's characters, right here. Here they are, basically evolving Mario, Super Mario when he gets a mushroom. So here's regular Mario. Mario when he gets a mushroom. Princess Toadstool. Bowser. And his expressions when he gets hit and dies. That's a nice little picture there. No, actually, I haven't ever seen this before, except in this guide. Vanilla Dome. See, the most difficult stage they ranked in Vanilla Dome was Vanilla Dome 4, which is right here. So we'll try to see where that one is. See if I can remember what it is. Here it is, right here. It was a lot of platforming. Sections with like no, sections with no like floors. So yeah, I guess that would be a more difficult one. All the secret areas. Oh yeah, I remember the dolphins. I forgot all about those dolphins you jumped on. And here's another neat thing about his longest jump. Chart below shows the best 3 jumpers among all the Mario games. The B or Y button were used over a flat surface, flat course. So it looks like the longest is Luigi in Super Mario Bros. 2. And that's actually tied with Super Mario Bros. 3. So wow, in Super Mario Bros. 3 they could jump 15 blocks. And 2, as Luigi, you could as well. And in Super Mario Bros. 2, as Princess, you could jump 14. That's a good picture too. This is the bridge levels, I believe. Yeah, the twin bridges. Ludwig Koopa's Last Laugh. I remember old Ludwig Koopa. Now we get into my favorite level, Forest of Illusions. I remember loving these little caterpillars. Oh, I forget their name. Wigglies, I think. Wiggles? Wigglies? When you step on them, they get mad. And they talk a little bit about the Japanese Super Mario Brothers too. How it was totally, really, really difficult. Forest of Illusion. Well, what a 3-star difficulty levels on this stage. For this one and Chocolate Island. Chocolate Island I love. I remember this level with all the enemies floating in the bubbles. Here the goals add up. On the player select screen, there's a number following every player entry, which indicates how many exit gates and hidden keys have been discovered and saved in that entry. There are a total of 96 goals to be found in the game's 74 courses. Forest of Illusion. Continue. So as you can see, here's a swimming speed too. Mario is a frog suit. Can swim 40 blocks in 5.25 seconds. Mario in Super Mario World with an item can swim 40 blocks in 5.45. So you see, when you get the item, that's a way to swim really fast in Mario World. Just grab an item and you'll swim really fast. Choco Island. A lot of 3-star difficulty stages, and you fight Wendy in this one. Chocolate Island. And yeah, whenever you beat a certain area, it was cool because the whole island would evolve. You'd see islands rise, fall, bridges appear, and the whole world took shape, and it was really cool to see. Talk about with the cape with Yoshi, with the shell, with Yoshi, long jumping with an item, and floating with the cape. Valley of Bowser, and once you beat this, like Bowser would rise up, his fortress would rise up from this little shoal right here. I always thought that was cool. His house was like big neon on it. It said Bowser, his castle. And here's where the difficulty ramps up. There's a few 4-star difficulty stages in this level. There's also a backdoor area you could go right up here. Secret, where you could go into the level from the backdoor area. Like right here if you came this way, I believe. Or some way you could come in from the back to here. Oh yeah, there was a sunken ghost ship before that, which was a really cool level. They talk about the shortest route to get to Koopa. So here, this is interesting. If you want to beat the game. This is the quickest. You do these levels. Tells you the secrets to get there and how to get to them. And it says the shortest route from Yoshi's house to Bowser consists of 12 courses and includes only one of the Koopaling's castles. Of course, once you knock some sense into Bowser, all of his evil Koopalings will surrender. So you only have to fight one Koopa this way. Larry Koopa is the last one you fight before Bowser, I believe. If you go in the front door, this was like a kind of a maze where you had to know which door to go in. And this was a really, really good guide to tell you that. Like, it told you exactly which one to go in, I believe. And here he is. And when I first saw this, I was like, wow, he's in a clown car, and it was just amazing. And to this day, when I beat this game, when I was a kid, I remember I used to just beat the game just to and blast it on high because I loved the ending music. Still my favorite ending music of any Mario game, definitely, and maybe any other game, but it's quite up there. I used to blast it when my parents had company or something, or just so they'd think, wow, I beat Super Mario World. I was so pumped. I actually used to hold up a cassette recorder to the TV and record lots of video game music that way, and I had this one recorded too, the ending of Super Mario World. Here we get to the Star World. This is where the game really took off in difficulty. A lot of these levels were pretty difficult. I should say not the Star World, but the Star World was a warp to other worlds. The Special World is what I'm thinking about, where the levels were pretty difficult. The Star World was like a main hub where you could warp to different areas in the game, shortcuts, and so on. You see each one has like a level of the game: Valley of Bowser, Forest of Illusion, Special World, Twin Bridges, Vanilla Dome, and Donut Plains. So you could really warp around each area. So it says Star World connects 5 sections of Dinosaur Land. If you discover all of the Star Roads and manage to find the keys in the Star World courses, you'll be able to shortcut from one end of the land to another. As you make your way through each course, you'll discover a youthful cousin of Yoshi. Carry them like you carry an item, then feed them 5 enemies and they'll grow to normal size. So you found a Yoshi in each of the worlds too, which was kind of cool. Tells you about Mario's world records. Smallest enemy is the mini Goombas. Most 1-ups. You find 12 extra lives in Chocolate Island 4. 12 1-ups. Most coins. In Super Mario World, if you get the balloon, you can rise up underneath the coin block and you'll keep getting coins. And they say that... what level do they say? They don't say what level. That's Special Worlds, and these were pretty difficult worlds, but they were awesome. And they were named awesome 90 names, like Funky, Outrageous, Spondo, Groovy, Gnarly, Tubular, Way Cool, and Awesome. And once you beat them all, if you complete the Funky course, you'll gain entrance to Star Road 7, which leads to Yoshi's house in a very different dinosaur land. The seasons change from spring to fall, and many of the enemies take on the likeness of Mario. So they have like Mario masks on them and stuff. It's kind of funny. You have to beat the first world, I believe. No. Funky, is that the first one? No, Gnarly's the first one. Funky's the last. So you gotta beat all the levels in Special and everything will change. So when you find the hidden keys in Star World 5, you'll be sent to the very difficult 8 courses area known as Special World. There is no need to enter Special World if your goal is simply to defeat King Koopa and restore peace to the Dinosaur Land. This detour is meant purely for Super Mario World players who are looking for a real challenge. If you complete all of the courses of Special World, you return to Yoshi's house and the land will undergo an incredible transformation. These are the more difficult levels in the game, and Super Mario 3D Land, if you played that, has a similar area near the end where you could. One of the last hardest areas was very difficult, and it gave me a feel of like a special world kind of thing on the Super Mario World. I really liked it. It took me forever to beat, but once you beat it, it was awesome. And here we go. This is it. If you stay on the Special World map for a few minutes, the music will change to a cool steel drum version of the original Super Mario Bros. Theme. I never knew that, actually. Or maybe I never really read that or tried it. I had to have tried it because I read this guide like crazy. Once you have changed the characters in the land by traveling on Star Road 6, there's no turning back. Even the pictures in the credits will have changed to reflect. So all the enemies will have Mario's faces, Mario's masks on them. You can't change them back. One of the only enemies that you'll come across from Super Mario that could come across the Super Mario Bros. 3 favorite Pokies in Super Mario World is when you reach the Groovy course. Let Yoshi eat them up. So there's one. If you eat all of the bottom parts of the Pokies, they'll stack on each other, all 4 heads, which is kind of cool. And here's a little tip, or a little trivia. The rarest enemy in Super Mario game is the walking Batui plants. In Super Mario Bros. 3, they're in World 7-8. The most valuable item in a Super Mario Bros. Game is an artifact called the Karubo's Shoe, and it's only in World 5-8. And here's some more guides that I was talking about. The Nintendo Game Atlas, the Game Boy one. Oh, and they had a Super Nintendo one. I didn't know that. I've never actually seen that one. And finally, we come to the end. It's been kind of long. I apologize, 32 minutes, but what are you going to do? It tells you a little bit more about Nintendo Power, or actually little-known facts, one-of-a-kind tips, and more. It's all right here. Don't miss it. It talks all about this guide, I should say. And that is it. That's the Mario Mania strategy guide. I also have like all Nintendo Powers, all their strategy guides that Nintendo Power released in comic book form. You know, CBZ files, which are zipped images in a zip file, so you can read with a comic book viewer. I thought about reviewing them like that, but I figured I'd show this one instead. So I hope this has been informative. It's been kind of long, but sorry about that. But until next time, guys, take care.